This is for the queens, the ones who know that silence is a superpower. Take a deep breath, let the noise fall away. You're protected. There's a frantic energy out in the street. People chasing shadows, trying to make ends meet. But some stay busy with a different kind of trade, building up their mountains out of the messes they made. They're looking for a reaction, a flicker in your eye, trying to dim your sun just to brighten up their sky. But a hollow heart only knows how to echo the void, looking to destroy what they never have enjoyed. But you don't have to answer when the
Hey, hello, hello, hello. Tonight is the night. Hey, good evening. Thank you for coming in. This is Poppin with Poppie. Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
just want to make sure. Alrighty. I um. So y'all still gotta forgive me. It's still new for me, so I'm a little shy. But anyway, my guest tonight is a beautiful lady. I'm gonna read you her bio. It's Miss Martha Rice. She specializes in marriage and family mental health. She's a coach, mentor, founder of a company called Complete in Him, transformation, life, and health coaching for over 20 years. She helps individuals, she helps couples, and families heals and strengthening relationships. Martha's also hosts her own podcast on Mondays called Coach Rice, podcast and creator of Complete M. Coaching compass, mentorship, equipping individuals to move in a better light in life. She walks with a purpose. I probably need your services, girl, one day. So let me introduce everyone to Miss Martha Rice, Chicago,
Oh,
one of
thank
Chicago's
you.
finest.
Thank you so much for having me. And hey, you know what? I remember my beginnings, so don't quit on your podcast. You're doing well.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Trust me, you're doing well. It's not easy getting on when you're looking for perfection, but look for progress.
Well, thank you, thank
But
you.
every successful person need a life coach.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so you know that. So thank you so much for having me
Thank you,
uh,
thank you
on
for
your show.
accepting the invitation. I appreciate that. So tonight, what you know, every week, ladies, we got a different topic. This is unfiltered, raw. Everybody has their own opinions, and we're just talking, just simple talking. But we in our PJs because it's after hours. Everybody getting ready for bed. So tonight, we're gonna have a topic which is pretty heavy. Let's see. I think sometimes it's just to Black Americans, but I know it's not. This is a woman thing. So tonight's topic is why are women jealous of other women and even their own daughters?
Wow.
Because you know it's a lot of weirdness with mother and daughters. A
It
lot of mothers and
is.
daughters don't speak to each other. I think that's a pretty heavy topic that needs to be discussed. Like I said, I don't think it's a race thing. It's a woman thing. So I'm gonna throw some questions out there for you, since you're an expert, and let's see where we go with this. We're just having conversation, so it's not like a formal interview. Kind of like we in a hotel room, just sitting and chatting up, drinking some wine. Okay,
Okay. Gotcha.
alrighty, all right. Say something again, because it's like you kind of
So
went
I
low.
do. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
yes, because I
Okay.
want you said got you kind of went down low. Alrighty. So with women, do you think it's a competition thing or do you think it's a conditioning thing?
I think you have a very good point. Most jealousy is not really about the other woman. It's not really about the person. It's really about the story that the person who's jealous is telling themselves and about their own value. So it's usually competition. Unfortunately, it's so sad that we compete with one another instead of lifting each other up
Hmm.
because we can bring so much value to the table. And it's not a race thing. You're right about that. It's not a race thing, but it has to do with competition, comparison. Comparison is the number one. Think about it. You walk in the room, You're sizing the woman up. When you find yourself doing that, check yourself. What are you afraid of? What is it? Why can't we just say, oh, she got some beautiful shoes on? Or she's pretty. It's nothing. She's not taken away from you. So a lot of times it's something it's something about the insecurity that we hold that we have to check, if that makes sense.
So, as I said, is it competition or conditioning? You saying it's competition.
Yes.
I don't know. Sometimes I believe it's conditioning. And I'm going to tell you why. I have a great grandmother that I knew, grandmother that I knew, and a mother and an aunt. We always, and my cousins, we always complimented each other. We always did things that if we found some information, we always passed it on to the other one for anything that was more of enrichment. Like as a kid, we always went downtown. Oh, it's a play, blah, blah, blah. The prices are going to be this. You got to dress like this. You got to, oh, this place you can go here. Joseph's Shoes. You remember Joseph's Shoes in Chicago?
Yes.
Joseph's Shoes got a sale, girl. We going to this party tonight. We got to all be fly. We got to all be pretty. Easter, because we did a big thing with family with Easter and all the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had to dress up.
Had to have the shoes.
Yeah. So I noticed with some people, maybe I went to school with, I'm not going to say grammar school because when you're a kid, you don't notice things. But when you go back and start, paying attention, I noticed like when you hear some women, their mothers never complimented them. Their sisters never complimented them. Their aunts or their grandmothers, they always said negative shit. So that's what makes me believe conditioning. So if you raised in a house, like
so you got a point there, yeah.
I've never been jealous of a woman. I'm always that woman. Like I'm gonna say my teachers. All my teachers that I love were always beautiful, hair done, nails done, dressed nice. We both shared the same teacher, Miss Lee. I love Miss Lee. Miss Lee walked in the room. Too. She was so great and fabulous. I've always liked them type of women. And I think because my mother and my grandmother and my aunt was like that, and my cousins, you dress, you look nice, you try to do your best. And if you raise in a positive environment with females and your mother loves you and your grandmother loves you, I think you don't have that toxic background. So your conditioning, when you see other women that are attractive, because that's what you're used to, you compliment other women. Like, why wouldn't you? When we come in the house for, I'm just say Easter again, because we always had the little fancy outfits. Oh my God, everybody make all this noise. Girl, turn around. Let me see that. Do the catwalk. Walk again. Everybody in our family did that. And we always complimented the outfits. And like I said, every holiday was like, we always went shopping. So every holiday, you're going to dress up. And everybody was positive and complimented each other. So I think if you come in a background of conditioning where you don't have that, when you get to be adult, you want to look at that ugly bitch over there. Like women who have nice figures at, I'm going to say 60 or 70, and they can still wear they, boobs out, they back out, they don't have no rolls, they exercise. Like my mother's a workout junkie. And you see some women just jealous of that. Like, why are you jealous that the woman looks good in the outfit? She works out, or even if she didn't work out, but if she looks good and tasteful in the outfit and she's owning it, why would somebody not compliment somebody that looks nice in something? I just don't understand.
So you were conditioned to value that area of your life, to value beauty. You were conditioned in that way. Some people are not conditioned in that way, and they don't hold a jealous posture, but what they can also be conditioned in that, where the parents valued them, but still some trauma happened in their life. Maybe they went through something with some trauma with a boyfriend or somebody in their life where it changed the conditioning. So you're right about it. Could be both competition, several things, competition, conditioning, and not really valuing who you are. When you walk into a room, it's the difference between commanding that room or demanding the room. When you command the room, you commanding influence. But when you demand in a room, it's a different vibe that you hold. You forcing yourself into the room so that you can get the attention. A lot of people, some people that are jealous, they what are they jealous for? It's so many different reasons and signs and all of that why they jealous. But people really struggle with valuing themselves, because when you really hold within yourself, you're not afraid to lose nothing at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And that don't mean being perfect, but you love yourself. You love yourself. You love beauty. You love to see nice things. So you will even, take a camera and put it on shoes because you love the shoes. Or you always calling women queen or dressing them as beautiful because that's what you grow up. You grew up being conditioned, like you said, in that. But competition can set in as well. But people like, I do it better than her. Why can't we share a space?
Mhm.
Why can't we, lift each other up? It's enough to go around to really enjoy and help one another and lift each other up. But sometimes we get so insecure within ourselves that we have to go and attack someone else just because they being them.
Mhm. So, why do you think mothers compete with their daughters instead of nurturing their daughters and giving them gifts and teaching them things to grow instead of competing with them or ridiculing them? Why do you think that? Because
I
and
think
the
it's
reason why I said that is because I know a few women that said their mothers, they didn't have any positive background and their mother just ridiculed everything that they did, and now they're grown and their mother still, girl, you fat, what is that, why, blah blah blah, why are you with that man, he's no good, he's bringing you down, just everything is just nick 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 nick. What do you think that's about?
it may appear to be jealousy, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a lot of insecurity and like traumatic wounds from the mother that she hasn't healed in.
Mm.
So a lot of times they want to either protect their daughters and they do it in a very dysfunctional way. So you may have like a woman who you just have to get the backdrop of like what's going on with my mom. Call, ask her aunt what's going on with her. That don't excuse what she does, but it give you a eyesight to what's going on in her life. Because if she's been, let's say she been raped, she's gonna be hyper vigilant about her daughter. So if her daughter got a nice shape, she's gonna be so hyper vigilant sometimes to the point she sit your fast butt down somewhere, or you ain't all that, and say those things to her, thinking that she's helping, but she's not. She's actually traumatizing her daughter because she was traumatized
Hmm.
and she don't handle it quite right. So it's usually unhealed wounds that
Mm-hmm.
the mom deal with. So she don't know she's parenting the way she think that's okay, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that happen where old trauma wounds haunt the mom and she projected onto the daughter.
Hmm. So you're saying with society and maybe some type of childhood trauma that the mother never healed can
Hmm.
pass it down to their child, their daughter.
Yes.
So would that be under the category also of a generational curse, or no? Maybe not.
I don't really like using generation curses.
No. See, I know you're gonna
Because
think clinical.
because once you get Jesus in your life, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I like to use just pass down trauma. You just have to, it got to stop somewhere, and somebody got to break that pattern
Hmm.
some kind of way so that it won't, you know, continue to pass down generation after generation. So people do call it a curse. I really don't like using the word curse, but it does happen where it's passed down, generationally. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, some women do grow up in environments where, you compare, you know, uh, in competition. Competition should be left with sports. It
Hmm.
shouldn't be competition in a home. And that happens
Hmm.
where I know when I was growing up, you should be like your sister. You should be a secretary like your sister. I didn't want to be no secretary, but imagine what that would do to a child who don't want to be a secretary. It makes you feel like you less than
Hmm.
if you're not careful.
So did
And
that happen?
so,
Did that happen for real? Or was you
yeah,
just giving an example?
no, 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 that happened for real when I was growing up. I was like, I went to go secretary school. I,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went to school and tried to learn how to type, got in the class, typed. I didn't like it. I walked out.
Mm. Now, so was it your mother or your sister that did
No, it
this?
was my father was like, go. He figured you a secretary, you make money. He just tried to do something for me because he thought I was he probably was nervous that I wasn't going, apply myself in life.
Mm-hmm.
But because I played a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But he probably thought she's not gonna apply herself. So,
Mm-hmm. He
but
he picked the
people do
career for you.
compare kids, and instead of allowing them to have their own identity,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
give this it's usually something that takes something from you when someone compare. You can compare apples to oranges, but not people.
Mm. That's pretty deep. So you say when you're comparing, it takes something away from the person. So as a kid.
Yeah, as a
Hmm.
kid.
So do
And
you
it takes something away from you. If you compare yourself to me, you actually diminishing yourself because God created you to be who you are, the way you are. All you have to do is embrace it
hmm. So
because we different.
absolutely, absolutely. So do you think parents put siblings like two sisters against each other?
Not intentionally, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
that
Because
can
they
happen.
comparing, and with the
because they
comparing,
because they're trying to bring one up to the next level. That's not the way to do it.
so what's the right way to do it?
Because you figure out what their gifts are. Pay attention to your child.
Mm-hmm.
Find out what they into
Mm-hmm.
because you taken away from the way God created them. We all can't be in the house secretaries.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna say,
We can't.
yeah, no, you can't. I'm gonna say for me, I'm the only child, but I noticed when I had kids and I had daughters first,
Mhm.
and then listening to other people that had siblings, and listening to my cousins that had sisters and stuff, I always knew sometimes like they have a little weird competition. Sometimes it was good competition, but I know as a mom, thank God I was a housewife when my kids was little, that I was able to make sure I instilled in them since I was at home that they focused on both of the things, whatever they love to do. I made sure they were able to do that. I never made the other one, oh, your sister's doing it, you got to do it too. So I always let them have their own freedom, their own creativity, because we always did. I'm a creative person, so I always made sure. And they dad is creative, their grandmother's creative on both sides, so they are all creative. My son too. So I always made sure everybody got to practice whatever God gave you talent to do. That they got to enjoy that. So it might have been a little friendly competition, like when they were in orchestra together, but that's
Yeah,
about the only
kids
thing.
do
Yeah,
that.
and
That's
then when they
their
played chess
competition. Yeah.
together, or when they played tennis together, when they did golf, all that
You
they
see what I
be
say?
yeah,
Sports and
yeah,
games,
yeah,
that's what a
yeah. And
competition
then they get
see.
in the car and
Yeah.
talk crap about each other. But it was in fun. It wasn't never
Right.
anything derogatory. It was nothing that made one feel less than the other. They all had fun. Like, yeah, I beat your butt tonight. Just like you see Venus and Serena. I'm sure they talk trash about each other when they was playing tennis, and you can tell they love each other to
Oh
death.
yeah. I mean, you play a good spades game or be it whist, you're gonna talk stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Yeah,
know
I
that.
don't
We're
think my
gonna
kids
talk
play
stuff,
spades.
major stuff.
I think only one plays spades out of all three of my kids. That's crazy. Now that you mentioned spades, but yeah, they
You
play
play
other
big,
games.
it's gone and you're gonna talk stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just friendly competition. But I'm talking about where you walk in a room and you fear you're going to be replaced, or you fear that this you see a pretty woman and you automatically feel inferior. That's
Mm-hmm.
the problem that you have, not the person,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
because you
so
have to figure out, why am I dealing with this?
right. All right, let's kind of switch it up. Friends. People be having friends, and sometimes you got a friend that has some little signs of hidden jealousy with them little weird backhand comments that you
Yeah,
give
that
them the eye.
happens.
Like, I really want to slap the shit out of you, but I know you my friend, but you said something very disrespectful. Just because you could be friends, but you said something slick, which was disrespectful. But I still love you. But I think it's somewhere sometimes they say they're your friends, but they really not your friends. They lack
That's a
support.
boundary
Yes,
issue too.
yes. And they got that little weird backhand, like I said, little slick talk.
Yeah,
So
the subtle language.
yes.
Yeah.
So you
And
say,
you know what, when you see that, if she is, if that's the person you want to keep as a friend,
Mm-hmm.
you have to set a boundary in the friendship. Hey, the way they treat you is not appropriate and it's not acceptable. You have to set that boundary if you want to move forward in the friendship. If you feel like it's toxic, then you could just have the gift of goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to set that values. People should you want to have people in your life that value who you are. If they don't value who you are, then don't waste your time.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are not, what's a friend? It depends on how people title that. People loosely title that.
Mm-hmm. Just like people mistake best friends. I'd be like, I got a friend. She just got in the sorority 2 seconds, and then she like all these women are her best friends, and she loves these people. I'm like, girl, you ain't even known these people 6 months. I'm sorry, I don't believe that your
That's
friends yet.
sisterhood.
Yeah, I don't know
That's the
sisterhood.
sisterhood they established.
Yeah, sisterhood. I don't know that word is being used loosely and best friends. I believe sometimes in hell. I guess friends too, because sometimes you think people your friend and they cool and have to stab you right in the back. I ain't had two of them stab me in the back. I was like clutching my pearls in shock, like, wow, okay, I see you.
Yeah, you gotta you really have to vet the friendship. You gotta vet it so that you gotta take care of yourself by making sure that you got people in your lives that's gonna tell you the truth. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one.
That's fine.
That's also gonna, encourage you
Mm-hmm.
and respect you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh nobody nothing but love. But if it's not reciprocal, that's
Mm-hmm.
not a friendship. Friendship is usually it's reciprocal. If
Mm-hmm.
it's quid pro quo, I do for you, you do for me, that's not a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
a different type of relationship. That's a transactional relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure that you take, don't take friendship as a label that you could place on everybody. Because, you know, there are people I put in categories.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you do that, but
Yeah.
I got people who we haven't had we kind of grow in a friendship. We haven't had that time or experience together to say that's my friend, but I like this person and I want to get to know this person better because I like their character.
Mm-hmm.
So that person is in the category of becoming a friend.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have enough history. We haven't even fallen out yet.
Mm.
you know,
That's
because
my
that's when you
husband.
really could tell, right?
What's that you say? He says they hadn't been battle tested yet. That's what he says. He likes
Yes,
to say, yeah,
that's me saying,
yeah,
yeah.
battle tested, yeah. And lots
So
of
you
people
have to kind of,
fail.
because that's when you really could tell when people there for you, or are they going? And if they cut you off, then hey, keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you got to value yourself enough not to take on somebody else's toxic behavior. Because at the end of the day, you be around them enough, you're gonna end up toxic too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that transferring
Yeah,
of energy.
yeah.
So, how do you feel as women? Because you got all this sisterhood here, and I don't agree with some of it. How you got all these women trips and these girl trips, and do you think that's a new way of women trying to enlighten themselves, or try to be around a bunch of different women that are positive? Maybe they're not their friends, but they hoping they got the same energy, something in common in life, or what do you think about all these sisterhood groups?
I think
I
they're
guess it's kind of
great if they. I think they're great if the initial what is the purpose of it? If it has a mission and a purpose that's driving it, and it's not cultic. See, groups
mm,
can become cultic, and
mm.
that's when you have a problem
Okay, explain that.
because
Cult.
so cults is more like they you get people together, but
Mm,
if they don't abide by your rules, you
mm,
ostracize them. That's a
mm.
cult.
I think we've
That's
had that.
cultic behavior.
Okay.
But if you can actually come together, you got to know when you come together, you're going to have disagreements. But when you start to develop hubs of cliques in within a group,
Mm-hmm.
you start to have problems.
Hmm.
So you want to make sure that the group stay cohesive. Usually the leader will make sure that if they create that group, if they create a woman's group, you want to make sure you facilitate it properly, because the goal is to get everyone together on and to get them aligned. Think about it. What makes relationships so powerful? Number one, you have to be aligned. How could two walk unless they agree? So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody don't agree with your core values,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately it's not gonna work, because that's right there let you know you guys are not aligned on the important stuff. So when you go in business with somebody, make sure that you aligned with them, just like marriage, you align. You not that you agree on everything, but you really, for the most part, you going in the same direction by agreement. Then the communication in the group got to be conflict. There's nothing wrong with conflict as long as it's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so
And the
you want to have that.
boundaries, yeah. Nobody's
Yeah,
calling
it's
each other
yeah,
out a name or any type of
and
crazy stuff.
respecting
Yeah.
people's and respecting each other. You got to marry y'all married couples. Don't be flirting with banter with their husbands, or
Mm.
calling their husbands on the side without talking. These are things that you want to respect other women in, not because you respect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Have some
Mm-hmm.
respect for yourself, not to be messing with somebody else's husband or flirtatious banter
Mm. Mm.
with their husbands. That's disrespectful. So when you have a group of women getting together, women, we always told we catty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are very vocal in our expressions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to say. We vocal, but we want to make sure that we do it in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that we we can have opinions. Let's talk about it. Let's reason together. But it should never, once you start getting like, okay, we gonna ostracize her because
Mm-hmm.
she don't dress the way we dress, or oh, I'm afraid she gonna take over the group, then that's cultic
Mm.
behavior.
Cultic behavior. I like that. So, do you think with I hate to throw the race out there because I know it's a woman. This is a woman's topic, but I just have to say this. Do you think trying to say it in a way, do you think our women face higher levels of comparison and beauty standards and social pressure? That's why we might have a little bit more of jealousy among each other.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I
And
don't
take
know if
take a
it's the
couple minutes to
same.
think
I
about it.
only know about, like, I mean, I know our culture when it comes to competition or judgmental behavior, it's always with the hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the skin color.
Mm-hmm. Which I've always
Hair,
said to you, you have beautiful hair. Remember the time you tried to
yeah.
wear the wig and I had to
Oh
inbox
yeah, you
you?
was you you was being a friend. You was like, don't, just don't. No,
Your hair is too beautiful. Most people wear wigs, they
that
either
was
don't have any
funny as
hair or they
heck.
too lazy to do their hair. Girl, your
Yeah,
hair
I
is
don't be feeling
beautiful.
like doing my hair. I ain't gonna lie.
And your hair is
It
naturally
be
curly too.
it be
So
too much.
but if you
Thank you,
being
but
lazy, all you gotta do is wash it, condition, it's gonna be curly.
exactly,
You have beautiful
exactly.
hair. God
But
gave you that beautiful
thank
hair. You
you, but
gotta
I don't
rock it.
be. I know, and I'll be wanting to, like, I'm gonna wig. No,
No.
but
That's because you see social conditioning, you seeing all that shit on social media and think it's acceptable. But you have a
yeah, you
beautiful
be like, oh,
crown.
that's pretty, and then
Look,
and you
look, do
be
this.
itching and
Swing
stuff.
it. Swing it. Look at
You
that.
get
Look
the
at that.
wrong hair. You get the wrong hair. Look, you get the wrong hair. You be itching.
Yeah,
I
that
told
little
my
cheap
sister. I
wiry
told my
wig.
told my niece, I said, buy you a wig for your birthday. She said, don't you do that.
Mm-mm. No. I'm telling you, most
No,
people,
but
they buying up, they
but
don't have any hair. No disrespect. Some women do have hair and they just might be being lazy. I get it too. But when you have beautiful hair, show it. It's like Mr. Forbes and both my daughters, they all have hair like they daddy. They rock their natural hair and they be doing their little
heck
thing.
yeah. I mean, I really, once I started rocking my natural hair, I ain't gonna lie, I do like it.
Yes.
I mean, I do like it. I don't like ponytails because I get a headache,
Mm-hmm.
but I do
That's because they
like.
go on too tight.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I be putting it on tight. But I get a headache and it's frustrating, so I don't like.
But see, you could
Uh,
wear, because you have long hair and you have beautiful hair, you could wear messy ponytail and that won't be tight. You know how you buy
I
the
don't know.
big combs or something and you put on and you just have a big,
Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't mastered that yet.
yeah, well, it's
But
going
you
to be
know what? You got
messy.
a point.
You're going to pull some this way, you're going to pull the comb up and just pull it through and it's going to be a messy ponytail. But it still
I
be
never
cute.
done that. I'm gonna try that one day.
Yes, yes. He come up when your husband come home, give him that little look, put your hand on the
Oh, he
wall.
love when my hair is all over my head.
I know. He said he loves your hair.
He loves it when it's all over my hair. But people we get into these brows about natural hair is not good. We got this vision, but it is actually better. I love the curl pattern when I see natural hair,
Yes.
and
But
it's beautiful.
that's somebody else that told us that our hair wasn't beautiful and they believed it.
Exactly.
They drank the Kool-Aid.
They drank the Kool-Aid, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
But I don't see other races got other problems, but it
They don't have hair
ain't
like
it ain't
ours.
the hair and makeup and,
Yeah.
and the competition of like we are very expressive people, which is great.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
passionate. We passionate in our conversations. We passionate in our dress. We love to dress nice when we want to. We especially like you get with your girls, they be like, we all wearing all white, or we all wearing the same. We take pride in that.
Right. That's
A
right.
lot of races don't give a care
No, that's
about
possibly
that.
true.
But we are like, we the ones that's in the stores buying all the fashion,
Yeah, I think
the purses, the
I,
shoes,
yeah.
we the ones that's spending all that
Yeah,
kind of money.
I think we number 1 in buying all of that actually.
Yeah. Buying all of that designers, that's because we take pride in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they don't care. They go to, thrift store
Now, I
and
love a good thrift
I
store.
love a good thrift store
And I
though.
love
They got one out
redoing some stuff, especially when I was younger. Girl, I cut up some stuff and shred some stuff and
here.
add some patches on. I love good thrift store now.
They got one on 159th and I think LaGrange. They told me about. I'm gonna have to check out 50% off on Mondays.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have when I come
But they
home. I
say
have to
they got
check it out.
designer stuff.
I've got
Yeah.
some nice up on the north side. I can't remember the name of that place, but Gucci belt, Gucci bag from out of the old vintage bag out of one of them thrift stores up on the north side.
Yeah, you can really get some nice stuff. So it's but you know what? You just gotta understand. Like I love my dark chocolate color.
Yes, you're beautiful, beautiful skin.
Love it.
Look at your eyes got all squinty when you said that. Like, yes, I'm
I
the
know. I
shit.
was like flirting with myself.
Yeah, you
No,
was flirting with yourself. Yes, you have beautiful skin.
but yeah, but you love dressing. You love like putting on your clothes. You wear your hair. You got different ways you wear your hair. You go stepping. You always want to help the women with
I
the
do.
dress. That's your thing. You love fashion.
Yeah, I do. And
And
speaking
that
of,
probably come from Miss Lee.
no, it actually came from my
No,
mother and
no,
my
from your mother.
grandmother.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it came from them. But when I saw Miss Lee, I loved Miss Lee. She
I
fit in
did
the
too. That was my
yeah, she
girl.
fit in. Hmm? Oh, he wants me to share the story about my mother making clothes. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, he wants me to share. Yeah, he wants me to share the story about my mother, Deanna. Which let me tell you about my mother. And
Your mother name
it's
is
so funny.
Deanna.
Me and the kids would sit on the porch. Me and the other children, we'd sit on the porch, and everybody wanted to see what my mother was wearing home. It was the craziest thing because she was wearing like $200 blouses and 3-4 inch heels, and she might have gold blouse on with green leather pants and some gold boots, or I don't know. But she was always creative in dressing, and she always made her stuff. So I learned to sew from my mother. So
Oh,
when I
okay.
went to CVS to get in fashion design, that was a no brainer. It was easy. I was already sewing by 7th and 8th grade, watching my mother. My mother and I always had all type of matching denim outfits with the studs. We'd be sitting there putting a little stud. I don't know if you know about the stud machine.
Yeah.
You would have the little stud machine. We'd be studding up the jeans, the bell bottoms, and all of that type of stuff. So thank you, husband. He wanted me to remind everyone about my mother. So I learned fashion from
That's
my
a
mother.
bless.
So when I went
I
to
did too.
see,
My mama did. I did too. I learned it
yeah,
from my mother too.
so when I went to CVS, that was like such a no brainer. But let me tell you what Miss Lee used to do. Because my mother, when she made stuff, it was like I said, leather, silk. She didn't buy no cotton, like Hancock fabric, Joanne cotton fabric stuff. But you know, when you're in your class, you have to buy cotton. Remember, she give you the little, you buy your patterns, what you want, and
Yeah.
it was all cotton. Girl, I always had the Vogue patterns, and I always had some silk. She was like, "You can't be using silk." I'm like, "Yes, I can." So one time I bought this raw silk, and this raw silk. You remember Jerome Fabrics on 95th Street? And you know
Yes.
that shit that was high.
Raw silk is
Yes,
expensive, so
yes,
you mess up on that, you're gonna be
girl. So I got this white silk, raw silk that in my mind, I was about to make this. I think it was a Diane Vaughn's Futenberg pattern back in. Remember she made them wrap dresses? Do you remember the
yeah.
wrap dresses for work?
Yep, I remember the wrap
And then she had these
dresses.
dresses like it was a long straight dress, A-line dress with this sash around the waist area. I
Oh
called
yeah, that
myself,
was yeah.
girl, I called myself great make that dress out of this white raw silk. Well, you know how you got your little chalk? Well, it was white. I couldn't see the chalk. So I think we had a
You
red
did not
pen.
use that blue chalk.
I think I used red or blue or something that wouldn't come out. That
Oh
was my
God.
first mistake. Then I could not get that daggone sash. You know how you take both pieces of fabric, you put the little sash in the middle, you do your little
Yes.
stitch. For whatever reason, I don't know why, I could not get that stuff in there right. So I had took it apart. Well, raw silk, when you take it apart, it kind of comes apart
Yeah.
also. So then the stitch had to go from maybe I'm gonna say a quarter inch to maybe a little larger inch. Girl just turned it to a whole mess. So I gave it to my friend Charles Ford, which was in tailoring, and then he did his thing on it. Girl, by the time we got that dress back, my mother was so mad. She was like, "I spent all this money." You could see the little pin marks. It finally got together, but you couldn't really do nothing with it because
Right.
of the marking. So I learned my first mistake with raw silk. You better know what the hell you doing, and you should just
By the
use.
time we got to by the time I got to Miss Lee, we was able to buy our own fabric. We ain't have to worry about
Oh,
silk or
okay,
not. I mean,
yeah.
we ain't have to worry about just buying cotton. She let us buy our own.
Okay, yeah, because I was always the one. I always had to be avant garde. I always had some kind of crazy fabric coming in with wool. I wanted the line. I was always doing the most. But girl, that doggone raw silk, I learned right then with the raw silk. It's not giving. It'll run. It the hold the color. It was just a mess. And then you
You
can't even
really have to
wash.
be careful with that.
Yeah, and you can't even wash raw silk.
No, you have to put that in the
Yeah,
cleaners.
I don't even know why I did that, but it was funny at the time. It was hilarious at the time.
Yeah, I had did a shirt in her class.
Hmm.
It was for the competition at the Museum of Science and
Yes, girl, I
Industry.
won that a couple
And I
times.
won first
Did
place.
you? Okay.
I had the most difficult time.
What did you make? What kind of
I
top
made a
was it?
shirt. I made a shirt with pattern a pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and it was silk actually. It was
Mm.
silk with a pattern,
Okay.
and it had all kind of like pleats in the sleeves. And it was really detailed,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't believe I won, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
What did we win back then? I remember winning, but I don't
It was
remember
just
what.
a trophy,
Okay.
and you come. They how you come up and celebrate with your family.
Yeah, Brian said a
It was
trophy
pretty cool.
and a ribbon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, he
won
right.
first
Yep,
place.
trophy and a ribbon.
I remember making a wool cape and palazzo pants,
Okay.
and I had a blouse, and the blouse and the lining and the cape matched, and I won first place for that.
Ooh, yeah.
I wonder if we could. Do
You
they
just
have?
had to be
Yes.
creative. I don't even remember if I got that back. Did they keep it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was going to say. I wonder, can we get our pictures? I wonder they have.
Right. I wonder if they got it in like in the history, like if you look up historically.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
wonder
That's a
if
good
they I'm gonna
question.
look. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You look that up and let us know. Let us know. I think
I
I
would
won
love to see that.
84 and 85.
Okay.
And you was in what, 86? What class were you in?
Yeah. I was I think when I won that I might have been 86. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. We ain't got all the way off topic, but we doing girls talk. Everyone,
With pajamas on.
I know, with our pajamas on. All righty. So I said Do you think black women, do we face higher levels of comparison, beauty
I
standards,
think
and
so.
social pressure? So you say yes. What do you think about with us constantly being compared to other women? And I think it's just my opinion. It's my opinion. I think a lot of those surgeries were maybe for other women because we're a little more voluptuous with our
Yeah.
lips and our boobs and our butts. So I think sometimes I believe those surgeries were copying off of us. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, they love our lips and the butt and the breasts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They love our features.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them love our features.
But back in the day, I'm gonna say probably our mother's age or maybe our grandmother's age, having a butt and a little waist and voluptuous boobs. Even I never had no. I'm
You
always
talking about
I'm
the
a
hourglass
tatas,
figure?
but that was frowned upon, and then our lips was frowned upon.
Not
Now
anymore.
I know it's a beautiful thing, and I love the
It's
younger generation. They love rocking their natural hair. They love their butts. They not hiding them.
Yeah, you see a lot of that now. People they rocking a natural hair. I never been, blessed with a butt, but
Yeah, I don't have that category. I'm got the tatas. You got the
yeah, that's what I
tatas.
always had.
Yeah.
But people go and get those done, and we like trying to get rid of.
I think I'm gonna get me some implants. What you think? I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna
No,
get some implants on top of my boobs. What you think?
I would say don't do it. You will mess your body. You know how many people almost die from implants?
What about if I make my lips fuller?
No, you to overshadow your nose.
So now I sell makeup,
No,
and
your lips are fine. You ain't got to do that. Your
Brand
husband
said
would definitely talk
absolutely
about
not. No, thank
you. I
you.
know he would definitely talk about you.
So let me tell you, check this out. My mother and grandmother always told me they always want what we have, and my grandmother was super, 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 super light. So she was always insulted because everybody thought she was white, but she was black. But she was always super insulted. So she would always say, they always want what we want. So I took that in my mind as a young person, coming from Chicago. We always got to, think quick. So when I was downtown in Marshall Fields and Bloomingdale's and Bondwood Taylor, remember Bondwood Taylor? That was
Mm-mm.
down there by the water tower. Girl, you going
No,
Bondwood
I
Taylor,
don't remember
everything
that.
started at about 1,000 damn dollars. This,
Ooh, that's why I don't know nothing
yeah.
about.
It was none of us was in there. It was like maybe one. But check it out. Let me tell you, this is
And
what
it
I
wasn't
came
me.
up with. Check this out, because did makeup, right? Well, I didn't wear foundation back then. I was like in my 20s. But I always loved a good moisturizer. I put a good
Mhm.
moisturizer on and maybe put a little tinted moisturizer right here because they barely had my foundation back then. I just barely made the line. So I
Mm.
would take the tinted moisturizer put here. Then I always love lipstick. So I put my lipstick on, right? So when you're in cosmetics and sales, you always got to go. So the white lady's, oh my God, your skin is so beautiful. Oh, I wore this. I wore this. Might not have. And then sell it, right? So then my lips, they always wanted full lips. I said, well, let me tell you, you got to get this lip pencil and you go take it and line it on the outside of your lips because that's what you do if you have little lips and you
Right.
want to make them look fuller. And then you put this lipstick on. I said, if you want to go one even further, you take the pencil, put it around the outside. You take a darker lipstick that matches that pencil on the round, and then you put the other part in the middle. It's called pouty lips in the makeup world. So that's three sales. Then the tinted
Right.
moisturizing. Then I got one for me. If you want a little darker, a little tan, you want to look a little, like my skin color with a little glow, get a bronzer. So they put the bronzer on. Now they got some color. They got their lips looking all poochy. So that was a sale of what, about 5 items? And then Bond with Taylor was high as hell. So I always played off of my looks to make good money to sell them
That was
stuff.
smart.
Yes.
Great marketing
Yes.
tip.
And I just used my own skin and my own lips. I just it was hilarious. You want the high cheekbones? Well, back in the day, I was smaller, so my cheekbones was a little higher. So I'd be like, you put the bronzer right here, then you take the little lighter one, a little highlight, and then that's easy. And then, girl, take the bronzer, get a big brush, and you just put it all over your chest and everything. It's gonna give you some color, girl. Sales, 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 sales.
Wow.
It was hilarious. And I was just in my mind cracking up. They want lips like us so bad. They want our skin color so bad. So it was so easy to sell items.
They
Which
do.
ladies,
They really do want the skin color too,
right?
because you see how they go in this tanning booths and all that. They'll burn the heck out of themselves to
Even
get.
Hispanic ladies use the tanning booths here. But ladies, I already gave you like 5 tips on what you want to do if you want them lips. You want them full
Yeah,
lips?
because you have a makeup line now, right?
Yes. I just started. Well, it's not my makeup line. I'm selling through a company called For Marcy, which I'm promoting cosmetic products. And I just started. So my lips tonight is from there. I've had this on since 6 this morning. Let me see.
Really?
I did a little kissing. I'd had a little lunch. I'd had a little breakfast. I'd had a couple drinks, not cocktails, drinks. I had cranberry juice and some water. And my lips still look good.
It stay on like that?
Yes. It's
Wow,
crazy.
that
If not,
is.
it just little, just when you, just very little
They
comes
come
off.
off.
So, like I said, this has been on since this morning. I touched it
Wow.
up maybe at about 6 o'clock. And that was very little bit of a touch up.
Oh, okay. Check
So
that out.
I'm gonna have to send you the little swatches so you can check them out so you can get you some lip colors. Cause I'm gonna have a lip
Okay.
gloss competition. This is a matte, but that's when I said I touched it up a little. I put a little gloss on top of the matte so I could get a little sheen to it. But it goes on really soft and smooth. But I used to make lip glosses and I had my own fingernail polish line that I'm about to start back. I used to be a nail technician, actually a very famous nail
Girl, you
technician
just
in
been all
Chicago.
into beauty.
I know. It's so crazy. My mother's like, I don't know why you just didn't do cosmetology school because you did makeup, you did nails, but I never want to be bothered with nobody's, huh? Yeah, and my husband said, I think I can do hair, but I can't do hair. I do his hair. I can do some relaxers. I can put a little color in. My mother had me as a shampoo girl, so I know how to do some things. No, I am not no expert in hair though. But I just love the beauty industry. I think women should just be beautiful all the time. And it's sad when you see people that have given up and they just, don't do anything to spruce themselves up. You feel happier when you're in a cosmetic section. At least for me, I'm happy when I go to the hair salon. I love to smell the shampoo and the conditioner. I love to sit under the dryer. Now, when I was a kid, I hated it. My mother made me sit there every Saturday. I hated it. But as an adult, I loved it. And now everybody has suites. So it's not like how it was when I was growing up. But it's still fun. I still like going to the hair salon. I know some people don't.
I like the nails and spa salon.
Oh, do you? We're gonna have to do another
Ooh,
topic about that one day. Because
yeah, I
that
like that.
grinds my gears when I talk about nails. You know why? Because I was a nail technician and I had a
Right.
license that I went to school and I can't figure out how some of these other places do nails with no goddamn license and they flow from chair to chair to chair under other people's license. I had to pay for school, I had to pay to get a license, and I had to sit and take a god doggone test. So I want to know how some of these other people come in. And I have called the board, I want you to know, several times asking this question. I never got a damn answer. So that is really a pet peeve of mine. So we're gonna have to come back on that as another topic because I might need therapy. I might need therapy for that because it just grinds my damn
You're like, that's
gears.
not fair.
It's not. You know how it is to go to school and read through
Oh yeah,
books
pay
and
for all
then
your
got to do
stuff and
tests.
then
And then I just don't understand how they come here and they don't do the same things that we have to do to go to nail school. I just don't understand that. It took me a minute to save my money to pay to go to nail school because I didn't want no doggone loans. So I don't know, but that's another topic because I do have a couple nail technicians that will be coming on the show because they all have the same pet peeve as me. And I
oh,
got the
okay.
history about
I didn't
nail.
know that was going on in the nail
Yes,
community.
no, because you're not a nail tech. And
Right.
then I'm gonna tell you how I really, really feel about this. Then that job was for us back in the day. That was a job that only they wanted us to do. They only wanted us to service, and I made damn good money doing this. I had Linda Rice. I had what was the lady that used to pick the limo up to pick? Oh, was it Monique Davis, state representative? I had Linda Rice. The chief of police, fire department. I had his wife. I had a really good clientele, and I worked on 95th Street in the Beverly area. Then I went down on 87 to the Celebrity Salon. which
Okay.
Montel Griffin, the boxer, R. Kelly. That was 87. 87 off of Western, a little off past Western. I had good clientele over there. I was blessed with very good clientele and made good money. I only worked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I didn't even work all day. Well, sometimes I did on Friday nights and Saturdays, just depending on how I feel. But it's funny. I used to see Tatum with her little fingers up there as a baby, put her little nails on the table. So she's very serious about her nails too. So she definitely learned that as a, huh? Yeah, to this day, she steals it.
She learned that from her mama.
Yes, and she goes to a black nail tech because she always heard her mother complaining about the nail techs. But like I said, we're gonna do that another day because I got some good stories. But I made good money doing nails till I moved down south. They prefer to go to the other discount salons. So anyway, now you got my blood pressure up. I'm sure if you check it right now, my heart is like. Brrr. I'm gonna need therapy for that. Is
Let's bring
something
you
that,
back. Look, we got to bring you back
yes,
down.
bring me back down. We're gonna talk about some more.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think that the pressure for the way we look is more so heavier in Chicago than it is anywhere else?
Yes. Well, I don't know about this generation. You mean, I don't know, because in Chicago, everybody dresses a tailor city. We have the seamstress. Everybody get their clothes made. You was raised to dress nice, going to church. You was dressed when you go to court. You dress when you go out to a restaurant. You even dressed when you went shopping. You know, it might be a cute casual outfit. Hmm? No, I don't think it was pressure. Yes,
I
that's the
call
way
it
you was
pressure.
raised.
I know I call it. It's pressure. I gotta look good. No.
So you didn't like, you just didn't like, you
You
didn't like
can't go
dressing
out.
up.
I like dressing up sometimes, but you gotta go. You go out, even well within my even in my family. You know, like you can't come in there and just no. You can't go to a family gathering and just come in there all like any kind of way.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
think
had to be like you had to be geared up for a family gathering.
yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Um, I mean, I don't know, because like I told you how my family. Hmm?
Yeah, y'all was into fashion like that.
Mr. Forbes said he looked forward to putting his clothes on every day. Yeah, and we love when we go out. We both be dressed up. People be like, "Where y'all going?" We like, we just put on some clothes to come outside the house. I was just raised you had
Yeah.
to get dressed and you go out. When I go to court,
Go
I be
out. You
sitting
go
there.
to the store, you got to get dressed.
Well, not a grocery store. I'm not doing all of that for the grocery store. But I'm not going out looking any old kind of way. But it's gonna be a
No,
cute little
I don't look any kind of way, but I'm just
casual
saying.
outfit. You're not gonna catch me out in a
You
bonnet or a
can't go. You
scarf.
cannot go to your family house, your family's gathering, and you gotta have some. You gotta be really geared up in my family, or else they gonna cat on you like it ain't nothing.
They go talk crap
Man, they gonna talk
like
crap.
we do.
What the heck you got on? Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so let's get back. I had another question that I wanted to talk about as far as women, because like you said, we're passionate. So sometimes when we talking to each other, people be like, "Oh my God, they arguing," but they not. We not arguing. We just a little more passionate than
Yeah, we
others.
passionate
Yes,
about our conversation,
yes, and it's funny
but
because when you're at
it can
home, you
come
gotta.
off as aggression.
Yes, yes. When you're at home, you have to talk one way, and you know you're at work, you have to talk another. But
Yeah.
so one day they called me, Kim. They asked me something crazy. I had my hands on my hip, and I had my hands on the hip, and she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just standing here. What did you want to address?" And then she said, "Oh," she said, "Well, your hands was on the hip. You just look like she's like you was in mommy mode." I'm like, "No, I'm not in mommy mode. I just had my hands on my hip. But now, since you didn't call me in here, that's when so she fell out laughing, cracking up. But I think we're a little different. We're a little different. But my
Which is a
question,
good thing.
huh?
It's a good thing.
Yes, it is. That's where everybody wants to be like us. They want our lips. Mm-mm-mm. But this is what I wanted to say. It's two females and we friends, and we have a conflict. What do you believe? What is a way? What is a proper way to address something as two women if you feel offended or he was just doing too much that you felt like I said that little slick underhand? stuff. How do you address that in a healthy way? I'm just asking it because
I
you
will
in your
if
profession.
I would just say I would have to pull you to. I wouldn't do it in public. I mean, I would definitely address you privately and say, "Hey, you when you said this, it made me feel like this."
Mm-hmm.
And was that your intent? Because I was taken back or offended. What was going on. Because we friends. I should be able to come to you and be comfortable saying, "Hey," because think about it. If I don't come to you
Mm-hmm.
and tell you, guess what? I'm
Mm.
going to talk to somebody else.
Again, you
Now
have a
I
little
just
resentment.
added now I just added somebody in that has nothing to do with the conversation, wasn't there, don't know the tone, none of that, with an opinion
Mm-hmm.
that's changing, that's adding to the narrative of what happened, and it's not true. And so I just triangulated somebody else in. I'm still holding the anxiety from not talking to you because you the person I need to talk to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so if it was just, I'm just saying, if it was just, me and somebody else, I need to talk to the person who offended me, which is supposed to be my friend. So I just go to them. If they, if I deem them as I want to continue the relationship, I would say, hey, what you did, that was offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you meant to do? What was going on? Because I'm not gonna lie, it was offensive. I'm setting a boundary. I'm like, if they say, yeah, I wanted to, whatever they say, we
Mm-hmm.
deal with it because it's healthy conversation. I'm not trying to cuss them out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out what was going on because sometimes people have a bad day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I let them know, hey, you can have a bad day, but come on now, don't come to me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't,
Now, so you say
I've
come.
got,
Don't wait. The way you said don't come to me like that, and you did your hand like that. That kind of looks like you about to.
no, this is passion. It's passion.
So
Don't
I
come
had
to
a
me like no. I do talk to my friends like that when they friend. I do talk to them. I'm like, if I have a problem with somebody, I don't care if they're not my friend. I'd rather address it because I don't like holding anxiety.
yeah yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Holding
And you be
anxiety.
sleeping good at night, and I'm not. I can't go with that. You living rent free in my head. That ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have a conversation. I'm not the type that don't like. I'm not the elephant in the room. Don't nobody want to talk about it. We gonna talk.
Mm-hmm. What if they don't want to talk about it?
I give them that respect. That's their boundary. But at least
Mm-hmm.
I said something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
true.
I like to respect other people's boundaries too.
I
If they don't want to talk, that's cool.
yeah. I don't know. I notice it seems to me in my older years, I seem like I'm finding more women are way more immature and silly than when I was in my younger years, college days or high school days. It's like women back then you could have a conversation and nobody wanted to get all offended. Now it seems like I don't know if people are more sensitive or I don't know what's going on. Or maybe they just
Yeah, it
weren't your friends.
depends.
Hmm.
Yeah, they not your friend. Stop calling everybody your friend.
Yeah. Yeah, they not your friend. Yeah. It's somebody you
They're
just met.
associates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you learning them. So sometimes it's just some people. I mean, really, sometimes the relationship just ain't worth moving forward with, and it's cool.
And then the person gets mad when you feel like the relationship is I'm gonna give you a good example. I'm gonna speak about me. I know I'm a loyal friend. I know I'm not gonna tell your dirty secrets. I'm not gonna stab you in the back. But like how you said, I could talk shit. Like, girl, why you blah blah blah? You could talk shit to each other, and I'm not gonna be all sensitive about it. So I had this person I thought was a really good friend, and she did some weird she say, and it was weird that what she said and what she did because it wasn't the truth. So now she knew I was mad. We used to talk all the time on the phone. She knew I was mad. She came to my house uninvited. That's cool because I thought we was cool. She apologized. We both, and I ain't even a crier. If I'm crying, I'm ready to kill you. I don't cry. So if I'm ready to cry, I'm ready to kill you because I'm mad. So when she came over to apologize for something she said that triggered me, that made me in my old days, you just want to sucker punch somebody. That's what I
Mhm.
wanted to do. But I'm like, okay, I'm older, I'm mature, I'm not going to do that. So I listened, and then I got mad. So she started crying, which I'm like, I think these are crocodile tears because You deliberately did what you did. Then you came over to try to catch it before the other person called me to let me know what you did. So she apologized. I accepted the apology. But now I move different. Now, as I said, I'm moving different because I'm still mad. I accepted your apology, but I'm still mad a little bit. And maybe the little only child come out. I know I might start saying a little slick shit or just being, just maybe want to still hit her. I don't know. But
Just because it's unresolved.
yeah. So I just couldn't figure out why she did what she did, and she did some other stupid crap before too. So that was like two things that's now. I didn't forgot about the other one, but now you did this, so now the other one's festering. So, but I did accept the apology, so I figured we could move forward. But like I said, I started moving a little
So
different.
you went back in
So she
and got
called,
burnt again.
huh? No.
You
She
went back
called.
off.
No, she called. I was at work, so I couldn't answer because depending on sometimes I could talk, sometimes I couldn't. I couldn't talk. She called again, still at work. I'm an overtime girl, and I was still at work. She don't know my schedule. It ain't her business to know my schedule. So she called. I didn't answer the phone. So I think she took it personal. So then when I saw her, she was acting like a third grader, pouting and like didn't want to speak. Oh, okay. I thought we resolved this, but obviously we didn't because I don't hate you. I don't dislike you, but I told you I appreciate you saying what you said, but I need a little space. Just like you married or your sisters, you get into an argument, you're gonna be away from each other a little bit, then you'll come back later. Just like you wouldn't give me that little space for me to get over, this silliness that you did. So now, was I wrong? This is my question to you, since you're a therapist. Was I wrong? Well, you're a mental health coach. I'm sorry. Was I wrong? Because she felt like I didn't answer the phone on purpose. I'm like, girl, I was at work. I'm not getting ready to be you doing all this question, interrogate me. I'm fine. So, needless to say, our relationship never, ever, ever mended from that. But then when I hear these lies she's telling, it makes me want to call and like, what the hell is wrong with you? You like you 60 plus. Like, girl, stop. So this is my point. I don't understand. Sometimes when people get into something, you feel like it was resolved and you decided to move different and then you mad because I moved different. You did something twice. It might have been 3 times. I just probably forgot one. You the one did this. You the one messed the relationship up.
The question is, were y'all ever friends in the beginning?
I'm starting. I think not.
Because
I think not.
friendship that's why I say people go around like that. Because number one, you move different because you don't trust. She made you feel unsafe.
Mm-hmm.
And but you just because you say, okay, I'll let you off the hook for that. I give you grace for that. Don't mean you're gonna go back the same.
No.
Because you would never go back the same when you don't feel safe.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
That's number one.
Nope. And why should you be around somebody if you don't feel safe? I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I do.
Yeah, because some people can do that and some people don't. But at the end of the day, the person was the relationship fostered enough or had enough equity in it for you to call her your friend? That's number one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if it didn't, the grace you give her is she acted the way she's supposed to act. She wasn't your friend.
Mm.
And
well, she was battle tested and she failed. I need a big F so I can go failed.
But it's really how you flow in relationships. You have to understand that you got to build on that.
Mm-hmm.
And people are gonna, if she was your friend, y'all could address that and move forward. I got a friend, she live in LA.
Mm-hmm.
We argue, we fuss, we laugh, we joke, we have really bad arguments, but we right back cool after the argument is over. Like it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
We had disagreements, really heavy disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we got each other's back.
Mm-hmm.
We always have.
Mm-hmm.
We just always fussed all the time at each other. And we say the truth to each other. But we've been friends for years, since 86, 87, since 87.
Hmm.
We 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 have equity in that relationship, battle scars.
Hmm.
But everybody you got friend because when you step in as a posture of a friend, you giving your all.
Mm-hmm.
Did they deserve your all?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
step in that. You cannot call everybody your friend
Mm-hmm.
because everybody can't mesh with you like that. And it's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
No.
Different interests.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So, I know we winded in. We went
I
past
wouldn't say
time.
you was wrong for how you moved. I think you just misinterpreted the relationship.
I definitely agree with that. And it's sad because I believe when you're friends and when you go to dinner together, I think these little subtle things. I don't know. I was always raised. It was an old school saying, which I cannot remember right now, but we'll come back to that. But you might know it. You from home, or producer man over here might know it. It was an old saying that, like, when somebody comes to your house and put their feet under your table and you having, like, somebody's invited to your home, they cross that line and come in your house, you've been invited and you sit and eat dinner and you share meals together. That's a different type of friendship. Now, even though you can have business dinners, that's something different than somebody. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
different,
we
but
broke bread together.
yeah, somebody came in your house though. You invite someone to your home. You would think it's a little different level of friendship than going to cocktail hour with your coworkers.
I don't
Producer
know. I think
producer
that
man said
depends.
some people are a lot more free about letting people in their house than others. See, I
That's true.
if
That's true.
if I let you cross that line, I feel you're a little special to me because I don't want everybody in my house. I don't want you leaving your bad
But that
bad
shows that
energy.
you really value uh time with people. You
Mm-hmm.
value the time that you give to people, and you assume that they would do the same.
Yes. Yes.
When you give them time, that means something to you.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
That's what it
guess it
sounds like.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't mean that
It's
to
not a
everybody.
bad thing, but I
Yeah.
think that with that, you have to be, when you have that in your heart like that, you have to guard your space.
Hmm.
That's the thing. And it's not that you can't be friendly, but you got to guard your space. It's guarding your heart, basically. Giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Hmm.
But
What
at
did
the
you say,
same
producer
time,
man? I'm sorry. What did you say something over there? Okay. So we got a couple statements on here. Let's read. Hello, ladies. So true. True nature is the way to go. I wear my own natural hair. I have locks. You both are bringing up great topics. I like the show. Thanks for the shout out to the Brown Liquor DJ publishing the show at 9. This show is needed, especially if we are preparing to build legacies in rich conversations. Okay.
yeah. And it's Women's Month. I think it's great that I think we have to start moving forward and really supporting one another and not, you know, if just like you did when I had the bad wig on, you said, Martha, you did give me a little, you gave me a little nice little quote first, then you went in. That to me. No, that meant a lot to me because I was like that. Somebody to tell you the truth. I like that. But you wasn't bad. It wasn't negative. It was like you was telling the truth with in love. And I think that we have to honor women that do that. We have to honor the fact that someone would tell us the truth. Like, you gonna let me walk out the bathroom with tissue hanging?
Now
That's
that's a
wrong.
horrible friend, right?
Or yeah, if I got something in my teeth, you won't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing. We have to look out for one another as women. Women's Month is supposed to be about that, right? It's supposed to be looking out for one another as women, building each other up, helping each other grow in areas that we can.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we have to honor ourselves. We have to honor ourselves first so we can give out of abundance and not out of scarcity,
Hmm.
where we giving and helping each other grow so that we can be better better for each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We really have to be careful with that. And that's situational,
Mm-hmm. I
but
agree
we
with
have
that.
to be better at that.
Alrighty, we're definitely gonna have to meet again, Miss Beautiful Martha. Let me say this one thing. I learned this from a lady that I worked with years ago, and I do this. Mr. Wars probably don't even know that I do this, and you don't even know I do this. But I always try to give 3 compliments a day to any random stranger, which I do at work. I've always done it. And it's so
Oh
funny
wow.
how people be like, "Oh wow, thank you, you're so sweet." They just be completely in shock that somebody compliments them. And I thought about it one day. I bet you, especially if you're single, well, no, you could be married. He might not be single. That some people don't get compliments, not once for the day, which I think is sad. And I think all women should probably find like, girl, I always, girl, your shoes are sharp. Oh, I love that. I love your haircut, which that's always been me. And I just think more women should do that. It'll give you a little more joy, and you make someone else happy. Also, it's nice to put a smile on someone else's face. And I notice with us sisters, but I'm gonna say here in San Antonio, I notice women don't compliment each other. They'll stare, they'll look, they just don't even. They like the producer man said that they don't even talk to each other. When you live in Atlanta, you live in a majority all white neighborhood. If you see somebody black, hey girl, how you doing? I love your hair, blah blah blah. But I noticed that in San Antonio, I don't realize a lot of people don't compliment each other. So you'll be surprised the smile you put on someone's face just by giving a compliment. Just one little stinky compliment.
That is true. That is true. You're
So
right about that.
when I talk to patients, I always tell them to have a blessed day. They scared for their life. They about to get triple bypass heart surgery, or they about to get their foot amputated. And like I say something nice, because that could be anybody laying in the bed. Truthfully, with all the stuff they put in the food, we don't even know what the hell we eating no more. So, and you don't. And I'm gonna tell you, majority of the people are born in the 80s, and the 90s is in the hospital, not the 60s,
Man,
not the
that's our
40s.
era.
Very few people in the 50s.
Oh, you talking about in the born in the 80s and
Yes,
90s.
yes. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
they
Yes.
young.
Yes, yes. I just had a patient the other day, born 1991, massive heart attack.
Oh man.
91. So people think it's the age. Because our generation, we still was part of real food. This younger generation, except my kids, because I always had a garden and I cooked. Thank God I was able to stay at home. But I actually cooked, so my kids didn't eat McDonald's and trash. I would be insulted. You want some of that crap? You eating food. And it's funny, my kids eat vegetables to this day. You're going to get more than 2 vegetables on your plate, and you better eat them because you're not about to watch TV or do nothing else. You're going to eat your vegetables and you're going to eat your meat. So they know about lean meat. They know about chicken breast. And I think that's probably because they're not overweight. But a lot of these younger generation, parents didn't cook, and these kids eat trash. And I see so many people born in the 90s and 80s that are in there with some major shit there's people like in their 70s and 80s having. So I love to give a little bit of a compliment because these people are scared for their life. So you give them a compliment. It makes it. This lady today, heart attack, born in '87, came in with chest pain. With the chest pain, it turned into a heart attack in the ER. And I was talking to her. I said, "Have a blessed day." I said, "Have a blessed day, beautiful." Girl, she just started crying. I said, "Girl, what's wrong?" She said, "Nobody's told me I've been beautiful in years." I said, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I didn't mean it." She said, "No, no, no." She said, "That was very nice of you." Now this lady about to go have surgery. Do you know she called downstairs to tell my director how nice I was and how I complimented and made it her day? I was
That
like,
go a
oh
long
wow.
way for real. Encouragement. You'd be surprised. Encouragement really goes a long way, especially
Yes.
when you're trying to, especially when you're uncomfortable in a season of your life and you're trying to move forward. Boy, you get some encouragement that goes that can spike. That makes all the difference in the world. It's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
I agree. I agree. All right. So at the end of the show, we have something, Miss Martha Rice. And when you finish, you can go back and put your information, your business card, and your phone number for anybody that wants your services. But at the end of the show, I have something called "That's a Damn Shame" corner. So when I talk to people, I didn't realize I said "That's a damn shame." When you be hearing crazy shit, I'd be like, "What? That's a damn shame." So my girlfriend was like, "Oh my God, you need to add that into your show." She said, "Because that's gonna be funny." So it's gonna be always some off crazy topic. So I had a few people email me at Poppin with Poppy at gmail.com. Poppin, Poppin with WITH, Poppy, Poppie, heart over the I. No, I'm just kidding. At gmail.com. Poppin with Poppy. You can always send in your damn shame corner, crazy statement, or question. And whoever we have on the show, we're going to throw it at them and see how they deal with this. Since she's a professional, it
Oh
might
God.
it might not
No.
it might not be, I don't know, it's gonna be funny regardless. But so I have a damn shame topic that, like I said, I had several emails. I got several of them, so I got to pick which one I think is good. So just give me a second. I don't know if you want to give your phone number right now while I'm reading through the questions, so you can, if people want to contact you for your services.
Yeah, you can call 210-544-3631 and get your free 30-minute consult
Girl, you know
that
you
will
get
tell you
you got you got.
you will be able to learn.
Mhm. Okay,
It's tailored to you treatment.
okay,
It's really a plan for you to move forward. It's always tailored to you. So
okay. Repeat the number one more time. You always
two
got to
one
say it
zero
twice.
544-3631.
Okay. So the question is, for since it's Women's Month, and it seems like a lot of women are doing this nowadays. I don't know. I wasn't raised in a household to do this, but a lot of women are buying love versus building love. What's going on? What's your thoughts on women buying love nowadays?
Lack of value. They deem I'm valuable if I purchase your time. You buying into someone spending time with you. You buying into that when you have to understand you don't know your worth. You have to know your worth.
So you think a lot of women don't know their worth now? A lot of women that have money, I believe they should give it their grandchildren or their children. I'm sure their children could use it for something, but they
I
giving
think
money to brothers.
it's really your lack of value. You really shouldn't have to. You should be the gift
Hmm.
when you show up. Sometimes people utilize their resources to, but they don't. Sometimes it's also they don't want to connect, and the way they connect is through money.
Hmm.
So it could be one of two things. It can be that, or they don't value who they are. Because you got takers out here that would take advantage of that.
Hmm.
But you also got people who love to give,
Hmm.
but you have to make sure that you not throwing your pearls to swine.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of the sisters be throwing their pearls to swine. You have a man that don't work. He play PlayStation all day, or he on a computer all day, and she's at work. She
See, I
has
can't do that.
she has children and
That's a
grandchildren.
trigger for me. That's a
Hmm.
childhood development trick. No,
Yeah.
no, because when that's
So
one
now you
thing
got
that I was
triggered.
like, yeah, no, no, I can't do that. You can't be drinking up all the Kool-Aid, turning on all the lights while I'm at work. I come home and you playing PlayStation. No, that ain't gonna work.
Hmm.
You gotta do
Or
something.
they DJing. They DJing. They playing the computer or something. They sitting there playing. Why you at work all day?
Mm-mm.
And you got to buy their underwear,
Mm-mm.
their socks, pay their child support,
Mm-mm.
pay their
No,
spousal
I grew.
support.
I've watched that happen. I watched that happen growing up with different people, and I was like, I can never do that. I
Hmm.
can't watch that. That's I couldn't even have respect for the man for that.
Hmm.
Now, unless he like sometimes different transitions where maybe he got laid off or something like that,
Yeah, that's
or
different. No, no, no. We
or
talking
he look
about a healthy
just
man.
flat out lazy.
Yeah, we talking a healthy man that wants to lay couch surf. He bounces from woman to woman. He gonna fall in love with you quick because he needs somebody to take care of him, and you buying his love.
I couldn't do it.
I know I can't.
I can't do it
Now, if you
because
sick or having a little, a little like
if
you
you at
said.
home, you got a lot of time on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you might be using my money to take out somebody else, and I can't tolerate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't have the stomach for that. Women,
Because be
value
talking on your
yourself.
phone, your cell phone, while you paying the bill, they're gonna be on there talking to somebody else.
Value who you are. And no way, no way, no how. But if that's what you like, hey, I can't
Yeah.
say nothing about it. If it ain't bothering you, it ain't bothering me.
I
But
got
if you gonna if you want some, you gotta have somebody that value you as well.
you. Alrighty. So that was the question tonight for the damn shame corner. Buying love versus building love. What's really going on? Martha gave her 2 cents on the damn shame corner. Did you want to say anything else to the public before we
I
end
would
this show?
say, thanks for having me on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for you. I saw your flyer on the show, and I said, "Wow, this show gonna grow because
I
you
hope
got
so.
topics that women want to talk about. You cover a lot, beauty from beauty to shenanigans.
Yes. Yes. Beauty to shenanigans.
People
We're
like
gonna
that.
get into
People
some
like that.
shenanigans. We're gonna wait a little bit, but right now we taking it a little slow.
No, people like that stuff. But I would say, women, you know, please value who you are. We nurturers, be careful not to be a rescuer
Mm-hmm.
in your relationship. Don't enable a person that you're with because you'll never see the gift they have in them.
Hmm. So you got to give an example on that right quick. Now, yeah, you're gonna leave with that. That's just great. That's a whole nother show. But go on, carry on. Give us a little 2 minute, 2 minute insert on that. I mean,
But
little
don't
two
enable
minutes.
them. You
Yeah.
said, well, don't enable them because if they can do it themselves, let them do it. If you do it for them because you feel validated when you help them like that,
Mm-hmm.
or you be the rescuer in their life,
Mm-hmm.
you setting them up to depend on you more and more, which is not helpful for them.
Mm-hmm.
But you getting something out of it. You getting validation, but that's not fair game because you're rescuing a person when they can actually do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna come a time you're gonna end up with your mate where you may have to take care of them. That's different when they get sick or something, but don't do it prematurely.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Mm-hmm.
them do it. What they can do for themselves, let them do for
So does that
themselves.
fall in the category if I have groceries in the car? I can bring the groceries in, but I have some strong,
No,
handsome
I let
man.
I let my husband bring the groceries in because you know why? Because he really liked that.
Mm-hmm.
He liked I could do it myself, but he liked helping. They
Right,
they like
right, right.
feeling needed. So I want to make sure I balance that out.
So when I used to drive up, my son and my husband would be out there to pick up the groceries. Now my
Yeah.
son is gone. I'm like, oh my God, I really miss him.
That's what you call men with respect that say, let me go and help. She need this. My wife can do it, but she don't have to do
Yeah.
it.
My husband, I call, I'm turning in the subdivision. He had a door unlocked. He'd be right out on the porch. It used to be him
Ready
and
to
my
take the
son.
groceries in.
Yeah. Now
My
it's just
husband do the
him.
same. Call me when you pull up.
Yep. Yep.
I could do it myself, but he'll do it. If
Yeah.
he's home, if he ain't home, then I gotta do
Girl, the other day I had to bring the groceries in by myself. I was like, oh my God. Oh my
it. I
God, I
know,
gotta
right?
bring these 12 bags in by myself.
Or put gas. I don't have to put gas in the car. It just
That's
go out there. The gas tank is full.
no, you didn't. Brian trying to say he got a whole ticket for going to put gas in the car for me the other day. That's not true. He was driving over the speed limit.
And he opens the door for me, so I'm like,
Yes. Yep, my husband opens the door
that's what's
as
up.
well.
That's
And my
what's up.
son opens the door also. That's the important thing that kids,
I don't be with my sons like that to know if I wonder if they.
girl, mine be running to the door. I used to teach him that when he was little. And plus that he used to see his daddy do it. But he go run to the door and make sure he gets it for his mama. He does it for his wife too. I'd be like, oh. He's so
I
cute.
know it's cute.
Yeah,
It's cute when they doing what you taught them to do.
that's right. It is. Right, Miss Martha
Girl,
Rice, Mrs.
you got me up late, girl. I'll be in bed about 7:30.
Oh my God. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to have this little girl talk with us after hour. And we went over.
It was fun, especially with the pajamas.
Yes, it was fun. See, now you got to do is just wash your makeup off and go to bed. Put your moisturizer on, your night moisturizer.
That's all I gotta do.
Yes. So cleanse, tone, moisturize.
Oh, see, I don't be doing all that.
You got to cleanse, tone, moisturize. You got to give me your address. So I'm gonna send you a whole 3-step program. Cleanse, tone, moisturize. You got a night moisturizer and a day moisturizer.
Don't forget to advertise your lipstick.
Oh yes, I don't even know what color this
I mean
is.
your beauty thing. You gotta advertise that, girl.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna start advertising, and it's
Because
everything.
you got a lipstick thing on your flyer. You gotta add.
Yes.
You gotta add that.
Yes, ma'am. I will. I will add that. Are you talking about my swatches?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about you gotta add the advertisement on that.
Okay, I will. All righty, Miss Martha Rice.
But congratulations on your podcast. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming, and thank you. I had a couple of people inbox me. I didn't know it was coming on tonight. So right now I've still been doing little, what is it, pilots? Making sure everything is together. We easing my way in. Mr. Forrest wants me to do it once a week. I wanted to do it once a month. So we'll see. But
yeah, once a week is good. You go. Look, I'm doing it once a week. It took a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot. It is. You know what it is,
everything. The producer man
fun.
says consistency is everything. I agree.
It is. He's right about that. Consistency is everything.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time out. Thank you. I love
I
your
know I'm
pajamas.
gonna have to put you on my show to talk about your show.
Okay, sounds great. Well, thank you.
You just gotta let me know your availability.
Okay. Well, you know my hours, but I inbox you the hours so you know.
Yeah.
All righty. Nice talking to you, and good night. Thank you.
Good night.
All righty. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching Poppin with Poppie. Girl Talk after hours. We're gonna have our PJs on. For whoever has a little nightcap, that's fine too. We just doing girl talk. Just simple things that women talk about that now we're putting on the air. A couple things in the future that I have going on. I bought a bus. And with that bus, I'm going to be it's going to be male and female outings, but we're going to do some winery. We're going to do some shopping. It's girl things. I don't know. Somebody wants me to add the casino. I thought about the casino, but I don't know about the casino. But we do have a female African-American winery that we will be attending. We're still working on that. So I'll let everyone know when we do it. I know we will have 2 prices, one for VIP and one regular admission. I have a bus that can accommodate at least 22 women. 22 women, but I might keep 2 seats available maybe for my stash of snacks and cocktails. I don't know yet. Still working all of that out. But we're going to have a little bar on there. So, again, I will keep you guys posted about that. And we will. Somebody asked about entrepreneurship. Yes, we will be interviewing women with different businesses. Thank you, Bliss Alliance. Thank you, Riri. The show will be from 9 o'clock to normally 10. Tonight we went over. Martha was such a great person to interview. And I had Patrice Robbins last week. She was great and fun, too. I think we went over then also. But thank you again, ladies. Again, you can email me with that damn shame question or damn shame statement. Poppin with Poppie, POPPIN WITH POPPIE @gmail.com. And thank you, Bliss Alliance, once a week. Yeah, everyone is saying once a week. Okay. Thank you. God bless you guys and have a beautiful evening. Thank you.
Just to feed another's flame. Their misery is a room that they built for themselves. Let them keep the bitter bottles sitting on the shelf. Keep the peace in your soul. Let the love be the light. Love conquers the hate. In the middle of the night, you're a sanctuary, honey. A garden in the storm. Let them sit in the misery of a life.